Over the last few months, there has been a lot of discussion around high Bitcoin transaction fees, mempool congestion, and consolidating UTXOs. Instead of diving into the weeds, I think it's important to take a big picture perspective of how Bitcoin works, specifically its transaction fee market. Back in 2022, I co published a report with Pierre Richard at Riot Platforms covering Bitcoin transaction fees and the future economics of settlement finality. One concept I think most don't understand is this idea of a scaling cycle. I think we will likely continue to see transitory fee spikes as we saw in 2013, 2017, 2020, and now in early 2024. High fees bring pressure to more efficiently use block space by adopting new scaling technologies. In the past, examples of this have been exchanges batching transactions, exchanges adopting SegWit, users using Lightning, and now even centralized solutions like the BlackRock ETF. These cost saving measures or scaling solutions enable an increase in total throughput for Bitcoin settlements without significantly increasing the cost of running a Bitcoin node. Bitcoin is kind of like a city where most residents use public transit scaling solutions to alleviate road congestion, high fees. While most rely on buses and trains for daily commutes, they also have the option to drive their own cars, which is using the main chain, for big special trips, highlighting the importance of having multiple transportation options and the freedom of driving your own vehicle. I think Bitcoin will continue to go through scaling cycles. As more users begin using Bitcoin and holding their own private keys, they are all competing for a fixed amount of block space roughly every 10 minutes. During sudden bursts of adoption, fees paid to miners explode relative to the block subsidy earned by miners. Thinking about this, it's funny that when fees are high, outsiders scream Bitcoin can't scale, and even some Bitcoiners say fees are never coming back down. But when fees do come back down, outsiders say Bitcoin is insecure, and some Bitcoiners say Bitcoin is scaling. It turns out that this is just a cycle, and the market ultimately finds a nice equilibrium over time. The truth is, Bitcoin is scaling and Bitcoin is secure. Expect fees to be volatile in the future and expect Bitcoin to remain the most trustless form of settlement for centuries to come.